Hello, welcome to Gemstone Tarot, Wednesday the 28th, otherwise known as the peak of the week. And I just wanted to close out what we were doing in our half-price Language Lovers Lexipedia. That's a lot to say at this time in the day, and that rhymed. Because we talked about discombobulated and all of that stuff. And there are just a few examples of those that I really, really like here. So we have absquatulate, to abscond or make away. I'm sorry, but I had to simply asquatulate. The meeting was so boring. I'm trying to put them in context. Bodaciously. Totally, because it says here completely or totally. Yeah, totally. It gives me a whole kind of Bill and Ted kind of totally type of thing. Bodaciously. Callithumpian. I really want to say that in a northern accent. Callithumpian. Callithumpian. Describing a musical group making a cacophonous racket. A conboberation. A disturbance or disagreement. Now, why are we having this conboberation anyway? Example. Discombobulated. That was the easy one. How can I mess that up? Oh, cripes. To be confused, disturbed or disarrayed. Exflunctify. Exflunctify. That's like exflunctify. Back in the old Harry Potter days. To cause something or someone to fail or be overcome. Gosh, do you wish to exflunctify me every delivery people who are never delivering the parcel to the boy? Explatterate, to ceaselessly talk to avoid answering the question. My lord, I feel the honourable gentleman is explatterating. Flusticated, confused and befuddled, probably by drink. Now, you know that I love you. I'm just a little bit flusticated right now. Highfalutin, pompous or pretentious. Obfuscate, to wipe out, probably combining obfuscate and obliterate. Obfuscate, I wish to obfuscate this institution that never answers the phone at the call centre. I will obfuscate you. Rambunctious, uncontrollably exuberant, boisterous, or wild. What the hell is that? Sockdologer. A knockdown blow or decisive point in an argument. And that, my friend, I think you'll find is a sockdologer. There you go. Does that mean you can be a sockdologist? Oh my God, this is amazing. We won't do it now because how much can we really take in one day, right? But ampersands by design is coming up. I know you can barely contain yourself. Same here. I love this book, by the way. I love it. Okay, today we are having a combination. I don't know where to put the book. Oh, Leia's here as well. Leia. Hi, baby. Hi, Leia. Lovely Leia. Hi, lovely Leia. Leia always has something wrong with one of her eyes because she fights. I know, of all the cats, Leia's the toughest and she brutes it out in the back of the house with all the other, like, alley cats. And it's weird because, I don't know, you wouldn't know she was that tough, but she is. So she's always got some sort of minging scratch on her eye, but I don't touch it because I kind of feel like cats can sort themselves out unless it gets really bad. She once had a scratched eyeball. I took her to the vet for that. Honestly, they did nothing. They asked me to come back 3 times so that they could do nothing. Fantastic. And in the end I said I'm not coming back anymore because you're not going to do anything. You know, if you're not giving me antibiotics or operating, where are we? Anyhow, we're using the Celtic Tarot, one of my absolute faves, a very delicate and beautiful deck, the Celtic Tarot. I think it's just called the Celtic Tarot, and I don't know what I've done with the box, although I do have the box, as I have the boxes for all of the tarots, but not with the cards in them. I know. Okay. What what's at the bottom? Phenomena. Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. At the bottom of the deck, we have this very, very humble... What's she got in her hand? Okay, it's a cup. We're good. He's got an axe. He's got an axe tied to his leg. By the way, speaking of that, it's not that. Who else has watched Heated Rivalry? I want to know your thoughts. Keep it clean if you can. Binge that bad boy in... Someone said I would, and I started watching it, and I was like, I'm not sure about this. And then I was like, I am invested. I am, you know, and you just think, this is it. Build the sofa palace, get the snacks. It's just, there's only 6 episodes. Like, I hoovered it up. Oh my God. So good. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Good thing I didn't tell you what I thought of it. Yeah, 2 of Cups, very nice. Venus in Cancer. She's got a key hanging off. They're very humble. They know each other. It's just, that's a nice vibe of a 2 of Cups. Not too exciting. Not too like champagne and unicorns and glitter and whatnot. But just, here I am and so are you. You know, here I am. Here I am. Here we are. Humble. Nice. And then, let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I thought it was, but you can never be too careful. The 9 of Cups to go with it. Jupiter in Pisces. That is very nice indeed, isn't it? 9 of Cups is like your emotional heart's desire, but it's a very quiet heart's desire. This is not your, oh my God, if this doesn't happen, I cannot go on desire. This is your quiet, yeah, this is right. This is aligned. This is where I am. I meet you where you are. In the middle of all this, look at this rambunctious fellow. What a hullabaloo. The Hermit. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I should imagine, if I had the book, that this is a particular person, god, hero or something. If anybody knows, let me know. But either way, and also interesting that he's like sounding the horn, but that's a very Viking thing, isn't it? Anyway, he's the Hermit. The Hermit is when we are in a glow, or in a lamp, or we're quiet enough, we're settled enough to be able to be in the cave and to glean the sort of artisan knowledge of what we need to know quietly. It's all very quiet. Yeah. God, I wonder what that was. I thought it was a dog barking, but it's 2 posh girls talking to each other. I'm like, oh, what was that? I don't talk posh. I could. I'm very rambunctious. Anyway, rambunctious is the only one I seem to be able to remember. Then we have the Prince of Wands, who is like the Page of Wands. And it's the beginning of a fire. It's the beginning of something. It's the beginning of a passion. But again, it's little pilot light. This came up in some of the monthlies. They're still coming out, by the way. Look below for it to be updated on the playlist. Little pilot lights that we're carrying around. Little tea light. It's not the full-blown Olympic torch. It's not the fire. It's just this little light. And then we have... Oh, very nice. This is very, very apt, actually. This goes very much with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to check. 4 of Cups. Again, 4 is a number of being stable. Think of the 4 legs on a table and just think of even numbers. You know, I often think in tarot of odd and even, like 3s and 5s are quite disruptors for me. 2s and 4s are more even. And then over here finally, and also very, very in keeping, although that does look like one of those wobble boards that you used to get to exercise on that nobody ever exercised on. Princess of Discs. So I think this is also the Page of Pentacles, because I think princesses and princes are the pages, and then the knights. Maybe the prince, because it's in a sort of sexist kind of a way, as the knight. Doesn't really matter, it's the same thing. It might have a slightly bigger pilot light, but not much. We got the Page of Pentacles, taking things slowly, building things quietly. I like this reading. It's quiet, it's humble, it's nice. See you tomorrow. Namaste.